Hey guys, I haven't made a video in quite a while, but I've been making some pretty good progress on the Drag Race Jeep Hemi. Not Hemi, Drag Race Jeep. And I felt like making a video because no one's home and I'm bored and I want to share pictures and stuff. So, here's what I got so far. I've got my axles, like everyone's seen, if it'll focus. Got the axles, drive shaft painted silver. The wheels are glued on so they don't keep falling off, because I took the wheels on and off so many times they were falling off. Like I said, drive shafts painted silver. And then I painted that little bar right there. It's started to come off, but I painted that bar silver. Cut a hole in the hood, because I was originally not going to put a blower on here. This is the 383 motor out of the Dodge Dart 67 kit. And I don't know if any of you can tell, but that brake booster right there, yeah, it's actually the starter. I used the firewall from the 67 Dodge Dart kit, as this kit didn't come with any under the hood detail. So the Dodge Dart doesn't come with two brake boosters and two coolant lines, or two lines like this. I made these. And it doesn't come with two radiators, so I've got to make a radiator, which I'm thinking this is the piece that mounts the lights to the back of this, and because I've got the engine in there, it's not going to fit. And since it's a drag race car, it doesn't really need headlights. So I'm thinking about just cutting everything out except the radiator part, and then flipping it backwards so that it like looks like it has a radiator from there, and then I can just tack the hood on, tack the radiator hose on, if it'll even fit under the blower belt, which I don't think it will. So I'll have to make my own hose. I'll probably use the same stuff I use for this, although this does look a little thin. I mean, I think these are supposed to be fuel lines or something. Ugh. Stupid thing won't focus. There you go. I think these are supposed to be fuel lines. They come out of the firewall and they go into the front of the engine. And I think they look a little thin. I think those would be more for spark plug wires, but I mean, I don't know. I've never wired a 1/25th engine. So if those look in scale, let me know. And maybe I'll just put two of them together and then wrap them in electrical tape for the radiator hose, so it looks like one. But anyways, getting on to the, why did you put a blower and a 383 in a Jeep? And to that, I ask you, why not? Because how many Jeeps have you seen that have been body lifted, suspension lifted, and big Nitto mud grapplers or super swampers on them? Tons. How many Jeeps have you seen with the Hemi racing slicks, a big blower on them coming through the hood, fuel cell in the back, chopped up interior? I'm guessing the answer is going to be maybe one. One person's maybe going to have seen one, or someone will have seen one on the internet somewhere. But I thought this was going to be a pretty cool build, and I wanted to do something custom, and I wanted to scratch build something that's not too out of my zone. And I like the feeling of, I'm using parts from other kits, that don't exactly match up. So I'm having to problem solve and, you know, cut things to fit around it and form things to fit it and scratch build mounts for stuff, and I'm learning, and I like it. Like for example, the brake booster for a starter. You know, from here, or the starter for brake booster, I should say. God dang it. From there, it looks alright. I mean, if you look up close at it, someone's obviously going to go say, "Oh, that's not a brake booster." But I wish I could get enough light to show you guys. Sorry, I was taking something off. Taking the body off. But I had to cut that header for the brake booster to fit. You know, this is really ticking me off. I had to cut the header to fit the brake booster so that it wouldn't push the engine. I mean, you can see where it's like nested right in there. And I had to cut the firewall to fit inside this bracket. And then I had to cut the bracket so that the interior pieces could come fit around there. And then I had to cut the interior pieces so that they could come fit. Because the interior pieces slide like this and they come up and hook around. Another example, this blower belt, that didn't come with the kit. I ran the original belt setup that this motor came with. I mean, I'm trying to get it under better light. I ran the original belt setup, as you can see. Goes down to the fan underneath and the alternator. And then what I did is I just took the blower belt from the blower, and the blower belt is from the 78 Camaro. And I just cut off the bottom two pulleys, and then I cut the pulleys. This one is let me get a pen to point. This one right here is cut right about there, and this one right here is cut about there. So it overlaps the existing belt, and when you look at it from the side, even on camera, off camera, like with my own eyes, you can't really tell. I mean, I'm sure if you looked at it like this way, you can tell because it doesn't match up. This blower is from a 1/24th. The engine is 1/25th scale. So technically this is way out of scale, because I mean, if you look at it, the blower and the blower hat is as big as the engine, height-wise, which I don't know if that's accurate, but it looks cool, and it fit lengthwise and widthwise in between the valve covers. So I stuck it on there, and you know, it looks good. And then I painted the bug catchers with testers clear yellow or clear red, like brake red. Can't talk today. And I trimmed down the these are supposed to be the vents, like the air vents or whatever. I trimmed those down because the hood was hitting them, and the hood wouldn't seat all the way. This belt, the belt came all chrome, so I used white glue. I put a wash down, which is what you see, the black. I put a wash down inside the pulley, and I used white glue, and I covered up the pulley, and then I spray painted it black, and I washed out the white glue, and I'm left with a metal looking chrome pulley, because I wanted that to be visible. You know, since it's going to be visible, I wanted it to look good. I mean, like running these lines. I took an old phone charger that didn't work, and I cut it apart, and I got, focus my camera again. I got red, green, black, and white, and the white is really thin, the green's a little bit thicker, the red's thicker, and the black's the thickest. And I got a lot of it. I mean, this is my hand. I mean, and there's like 5 or 6 pieces twisted all together of each. So, because it was a phone charger about 4 feet long. What else? what else? I just feel really clever about fixing the problems like that, how I did, and it looks good, in my opinion. I mean, you can see right there where I cut out the seat mounts and puttied it. It looks like trash. But, I mean, I might go over it with another... I'm not going to go over it with another coat, because it's a drag car. I'll just say it was, you know, something. There's a big hump in the console right there. Right where that little flat spot is behind the cup holders, right here. I took it out, put a piece of sheet styrene over it, glued it down. Painted the backside. I gotta touch this up, because this is all fillered. It's spot putty down in there. But I glued the fuel tank on there, put a fuel line going down into the body, like a fuel cell, and it's almost perfectly right on the rear axle. I mean, like I say, there used to be a fuel tank there. You wouldn't know that now, unless I told you. I dry brushed the transmission a little bit to give it that worn kind of metal look. Painted the radiator and some various bits underneath metal. And that is pretty much it. Sorry for the really long video. Oh my goodness, almost 12 minutes. But I really wanted to make one. And I mean, as you can see, I got it just about right. So, anyone have any comments? Leave them below. If you watched all the way through the video, let me know, because you're a special person to put up with 12 minutes of me babbling. Alright. Oh, one last thing. I was just checking my subscribers count the other day, and it was up at like 114, which is a lot. So thank you to everyone who subscribed to me. I know a lot of you have been here since I started putting out videos in 7th grade. Not too many of them are around because I deleted all those Nerf gun related videos. And a lot of you have been here since I put out my first model car video. Some of you are new. Thank you the same. I appreciate it. I'm not making any money off saying this. I'm not a partner or anything like that. So again, thank you. It just makes me laugh. I have 114 subscribers, but most of my videos only have like 30-40 views on them. So, but I know people like Dr. Cranky, they have 2,000 subscriptions, and it's kind of hard to watch every single video from every single person, so I'm not going to get upset about it. Doesn't matter to me. But again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting, any of the help you've offered, advice. That's about it. Talk to you guys later.